Okay, today we're going to work on the second part of our portraits, our collage portraits. You're going to add this kind of brick-like design to your painting. So we're going to add vertical lines and horizontal lines. We're going to do 5 horizontal lines, and you want them to be pretty dark going across the paper. You don't have to do exactly 5. So you're going to do this on your own with a white oil pastel. I'll leave this on the board for you. And then after you have all of those lines nice and dark, you're going to turn your paper and you're going to stagger your vertical lines. So I'm going to start with 3 at the top, and then I'm going to do 2 in between. And then I'm going to do 3 for the next row. You notice how I'm kind of going back and forth, so it's a nice dark line. It won't show up unless I kind of go back and forth over it. And then I'm going to do 2. Oops, sometimes when I go a little bit harder, it breaks. I can still use this little teeny one. And I'm going to do 3, and then I'm going to do 2. After you've got that done, and while you're working on that, I'm going to be passing out your photos that I took from last week. I've also outlined your photo with the black Sharpie, so you're going to take your scissors and just cut that out along that black line. That kind of helps you know where to cut out your photo. Just go slowly and evenly. You don't want to cut off part of your head or your body. You can throw all that scrap paper away when you're finished. And after you've got that cut out, you're going to get a glue stick, put some glue on the back of it with your glue stick, and then you're going to just glue it to the bottom of your paper. Okay, that's going to kind of go at the bottom. Now, this is going to be kind of fun. You guys are going to get to do something called collaging. So you've got your bricks done, you've got your photo cut out. Now you're going to come up and get a piece of paper that looks like this. It has a crown on it, and it has some papers for you, or some lines for you to write your own paper. You're going to also get a magazine, and you're going to look for colors. So I've got a couple magazines. You can just get one. You can always put it back. When I see an interesting color, I'm just going to cut out either a triangle or a circle or a rectangle. Triangles are pretty easy to cut out. That's kind of a really pretty green color. And you're also going to use this little sponge. I'm going to kind of dip that in there, push down, and then I can just stick that right in the crown part. I've got a couple other colors cut out, so I'm going to just put those in there, and then I'm going to put them inside my crown. And I can overlap things too. So if I have another part like that I can overlap. Maybe I want to overlap this. Maybe I want to put that way. It's kind of an interesting design. So you're going to fill all that up. You're also going to write some things about yourself. You want to write, I am an artist, I am kind. You're not going to write, I am a teacher. You might write, I am a student, or I am a sister. You're going to cut this out when it's all filled up. I've already cut this one out. And you're also going to cut out your statements. So this is one that I've made already. You can see I've kind of got some interesting shapes in there, some interesting colors. And on this paper, if you have time, if not, we'll just put this in our folders. You can glue this either kind of on your head, you can glue it up high, you can glue it to the side. It doesn't have to be right on your head, but you can put it somewhere that you like. And then some of these statements you can glue. You can glue them onto your body. Can't really see all of that. You can glue them to the side. If you want it to be off the edge, that's kind of interesting too. So think about where you want to put these. They can overlap each other. They can overlap your face. You can glue those down, and you might just use that glue sponge to glue those down too. You might have to use a glue stick for this because it's kind of big. It doesn't really fit in your cup very well. And then we'll be finished for today. We're going to do a couple more things to these next week, and that is all. Always make sure that you get your magazines kind of put away. If you have little teeny scraps, those need to be recycled. All these little scraps from your magazines need to be recycled. Your paper that you used from your photo can be recycled, and you are finished.